Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching CNXG. Today's another video about hoovering and smear campaigning and stalking, cyber stalking, all this stuff, because it kind of gets confusing. And I've been doing videos about this because it's such on the rise with the internet growing and people using it. People are abusing each other and misusing this. And also coming out of these narcissist relationships, we talk about hoovering and smear campaigning. And I just kind of want to show you guys the difference of what they are and kind of tell you on how to handle some of this stuff, okay? So hoovering is trying to make contact with an old relationship. It's someone that they've already had some kind of relationship with, family, friends, relationship, dating, intimacy, and the relationship ended, and then they're trying to make contact with you again, with whatever intentions they have to be together with you again, or they want something from you again, or they want to harass you, or just screw with you, for attention and things like that. That would be hoovering, okay? But when it's done out of sight, and then they start tracking you and your movements and what you're doing in your workplace and your relationships with other people, that starts to become stalking, okay? And when you begin talking bad about people, okay, when you're just talking bad about people to other acquaintances you have, and you don't have really bad or cruel intentions to hurt that person, you're merely talking about what happened. And a lot of you guys, I see you guys actually get confused with this and say, is it okay to tell somebody that my ex is a narcissist? Well, yeah, what are your intentions? You know what I mean? Let's get away from that relationship. Let's stop living that sick way of life and put it all behind us and look forward. So we don't need to really get caught up with who they're doing this to now and who believes they're crap, and you don't want to sit there and defend yourself, okay? So it's just, the smear campaign is when that person you're with begins telling people that you're this bad person and you were bad in the relationship and stuff like that. That is starting to teeter from smear campaign, to things like slander and libel. So slander is when you say something false about someone else and it's not true and it's not just an opinion. So, Mary is ugly. Well, that's my opinion, right? That's not something that Mary can prove that she's not, things like this. But it starts to become very clear that it's slander when someone's talking bad and saying false accusations, when you realize that their intent is to hurt you. To hurt your business is a big one. That's usually where slander really comes into play, where you're making false accusations that somebody is doing their job wrong, or they're not qualified or certified, or they're misappropriating funds and stuff like this. That's where you can prove, hey, this isn't true. And obviously that person's doing it with bad and cruel intentions. So that is slander when people say that. When people write it, it's libel. That's it. So the smear campaign, let me make this very, very clear, because a lot of abusive, manipulative people will smear campaign, and they'll say things like, I'm doing it, it's not a smear campaign, I'm doing it because this needs to be done. This is a good thing I'm doing. But listen, it's hate propaganda, isn't it? It's hate propaganda. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter what your campaign is. It doesn't matter what you're saying. It doesn't matter what your intentions are. It doesn't matter, okay? An unwanted campaign, okay, unwanted, is stalking, okay? So unwanted attention is harassment. Unwanted campaign is stalking. So, if I'm running for office and somebody has a campaign with me saying I'm great, that's not unwanted, that's okay. somebody has a campaign against me saying I'm a bad person, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, he can't do his job, he's, all these bad things about him, that is unwanted, and it is stalking. Real cut and dry. There's other things that qualify stalking, okay? When you come to just stalking, they talk about, a threat of danger, or they're trying to hurt you, crossing state lines, okay? But when it's done on the internet, it's different, okay? It's different. It's cyber stalking, okay? And that's easier to prove than stalking. It's they don't have to threaten your life or cross state lines, things like that, like they do with just stalking. So cyber stalking is, it would be all of this stuff. If someone's slandering you, libel, unwanted attention, harassment, unwanted campaigns, okay, the repetitiveness, the amount over time, these are all stalking, cyber stalking, okay? And all of these are illegal. So it doesn't mean you have to do all this to be stalking. Slander, you can't slander people. You can't libel people. You can't harass people. You can't stalk people. You can't have unwanted campaigns, unwanted attention. Now, these have formed laws, anti-stalking laws, almost worldwide, because it's such a problem. And they got off to a rocky start, and a lot of countries passed laws, and then they weren't getting convictions. Now they are, okay? So, all of this, just to let you know, all of this is bullying. People that do this are bullies. Weak, insecure bullies, okay? It's obsessing. And that's how you know it won't stop. People that are obsessed with other people don't stop. You need things like the law, jail, sue everything you take everything you have, get all your social media accounts closed, okay? So how do you handle this stuff? Because I'm going to talk about how you handle all of this and try and be real simple, cut and dry, okay? So first thing you do, never, ever contact the abuser. And when I say abuser, I mean someone slandering you, someone libeling you, or someone harassing you, or someone having unwanted unwanted tension and negative campaigns. All of this, that's abusive, that's an abuser, and do not ever contact the abuser. It does no good. Don't feed into it, don't contact them, don't listen to it, don't look at it, but gather the evidence. Now, this is going to be a hard thing to do. For anyone who's been in this, it's tough because you got to sit there and look at all the nasty stuff said about you. You have to read all this stuff, listen to all this stuff. So you have to find time to balance this kind of stuff out. This is an extremely stressful thing to go through. Okay, so don't give it much attention. You want to gather this evidence, but don't buy into it. Don't look at it. Don't keep feeding yourself this crap. And pull yourself out and tell yourself positive, good things. Have supportive people around you tell you good things about yourself. Tell them, I'm going through this smear campaign. It would be nice to hear something good about me. If you have anything nice to say, I would love it. I'm serious, guys, because this is serious, serious stuff. You may think it won't affect you, and after time, you're like, oh my God, it's affecting me. Okay? So, what we do, gather evidence. Okay, so screenshot, save videos, save all the messages, save the phone calls, gather this stuff up, okay? It's more the better. More videos, more comments, more posting, more phone calls, more text messages, more emails, the better. That's why if they kind of start this stuff, I almost recommend sit back and let them just bury themselves in it, okay? It's tough. You want to react right away. You want to do something right away, and that's okay to do that. But if you really want to get these people, let them. Let them just and post this, and some of the stuff they'll erase, screenshot it, because it doesn't matter if they deleted it. Doesn't matter. It's done. The damage is done. If they're posting things on the internet for other people to jump on, that is totally illegal. For you to say this person's a bad person, and then you have tens or hundreds or thousands of people go on there and go, oh yeah, he is, I hate him, that's totally illegal. Screenshot all that stuff. Save all that stuff. I'm telling you, don't react to it. Look at it as a good thing. Be happy about it. The more the better. Go, yeah, oh, they're just really screwing themselves. Okay? Because remember, they're obsessed. They can't stop. They cannot stop. So, you gather all this evidence, okay? Then it's time when you're ready to contact a lawyer, okay? So here's the steps that you have to go through. You have to go through these steps. I'm not making this up, okay? And these are the steps you want to go through. So, you can have a lawyer write social media accounts, try and get their stuff deleted, okay? Make sure you gather all that evidence first. Then, what you do, this is what you do. You have your lawyer contact the abuser. And you say, I want everything deleted. And I don't want you to say or do or post anything ever again. Okay? And you let them know the ordinance and codes and everything they're breaking. All the laws. Okay? By law, you have to contact them and make this diligent attempt to get them to stop and erase it. Okay? So, and you get your lawyer to do that. It looks way better. You don't want to contact them. The lawyer, the lawman, made an attempt. And then they realize this person's either not going to reply, or they're going to say screw you, or they're going to not erase stuff or post something again, any of that stuff. You go right to a judge and you do a motion for a restraining order. Okay? If you have tons of evidence over time, slander, libel, stuff like this, you will get a restraining order because they know now that these people don't stop. They're obsessed. And the distress it causes you is not okay. That's not okay to do to people. So they'll hopefully reward you that restraining order. Now, what that restraining order does is it's a court order for that person to never attempt to contact you again, to never say or post anything in public ever again, and to delete anything, every single thing they've ever said or posted about you. Okay? So what that happens, that's a court order. If they do not comply with deleting stuff, they go to jail. There's no more, it's just they go to jail. If they post something else, they go to jail. If they contact you, they go to jail. Everything's just go to jail. Okay? Once you get that restraining order, and especially if they go to jail, I highly recommend suing them because it's so much easier that way. They've already been convicted in court, which is a lot harder than civil court. What I mean by that is you have criminal court, and in most places, like it is here in America, you have to show without a doubt that that person's guilty. So if they've been found guilty, it's been without a doubt. A judge decided, I do not have a doubt this person is guilty. Okay? So when you go to a civil court, you're just using like preponderance of the evidence, meaning, which one are they? The scales. Are they more guilty or more innocent? You see, it's easier to convict someone in a civil court. That's why like OJ got away with murder, right? But he lost the civil case and lost all his money. It's easier to win in a civil case. Okay? So now that you already got them criminally charged, restraining order, they went to jail, whatever it is, now you pursue with civil. Okay? And you sue them. It can get expensive, but it's worth it, guys. If these guys own anything, they're going to have to pay. They make any money, they're going to have to pay. Okay? If they don't, it's just always straight to jail. Straight to jail. Lots of people have been arrested. Lots of people are in jail. Tons of people have restraining orders. It's not good. This needs to happen, okay? No contact with them. But that doesn't mean don't do anything about this. Don't wait too long. If you have somebody you know is disordered, man, okay, you can't play around with this. If they start hoovering you and contacting you when you tell them not to, things need to be done. And I always recommend never contact and always legality. Use legal. Use the legal system to help you because now it does. Now it can, okay? I hope that helps. That's just some more information about this stuff. I tried to help you guys decipher which one's which, and I also want you to know that this stuff is dangerous. And you may not understand or may not believe it or see it, but it can get very, very dangerous, okay? So, hope that helps. Any questions you guys have, please go down below and ask me, and I'll answer them. And always love yourself first, and I will see you again later. Bye-bye.